Typically, in the DFA versus NFE matchup, you only have a few choices as to how you want to play out the game. For NFE, you can play mixed eco factory, or you can go passive factory. For DFA, you can go BIA or aggro factory. Of course, the way you choose these options is up to how your opponent plays. If NFE chooses not to pressure DFA and goes passive factory, DFA can get an easy BIA, and if DFA doesn't pressure NFE and goes BIA, then NFE will begin draining earlier to a huge out farm. On some maps, the best way to play is set in stone. On others, it is a bit more tricky as to decide which situation is more favorable for which is why it varies from game to game. In this guide though, I'm gonna go over aggro factory DFA versus aggro factory NFE, because it is the most common and usually the best way to play DFA versus NFE. As every game differs from the other, I cannot relate every game situation and outcomes in one video. Then the video will be way too long and too much work for me. Also, I think it's better if you guys just figure out what to do on your own anyways. However, I can go over some basic game ideas that do relate to NG. Early game, NG can't farm past round 9 or might get punished. Mid game rounds, you can punish NFE players for greeting by sending a rush. However, you always want to send a rush round 16 every game. This is because it forces a defense and probably a boost. Past round 18, however, I cannot tell you how games will go. It is up to your judgment about whether it is good to rush, farm, or just save up money. A common question may be, how do I rush NG? Well, let's go over some basic game ideas. Early game, we send stuff at NG to stall rounds and force defense, which is basic enough. Mid game, however, is when things might get tricky if you're inexperienced. A lot of people think that rushing trap isn't possible without sending rainbows. Now, while sending rainbows does force a boost, it is highly inefficient. What you want to do when rushing NG mid game is to layer as many balloons as possible so that it overflows the trap. If you want to know why it works, I will link a video below made by Aquafire. More balloons on top of each other equals a better rush. Also, please do not send Moabs at NFE when you're in DFA. For NFE, you can get up a double trap past round 18, depending on the game, and DFA will be forced to stop rushing because the rush becomes so expensive that it isn't worth. Another thing that is important for NFE is that it has to conserve a boost. so you'll need them later to defend ZOMGs.
You can travel the world, but you can't run away from the person you are in your heart. You can be who you want to be, make us believe in you, keep all your light in the dark. If you're searching for truth, you must look in the mirror and make sense of what you can see. Just be. They say learning to love yourself is the first step that you take when you want to be real. And flying on planes to exotic locations won't teach you how you really feel. Face up to the fact that you are who you are, and nothing can change that.
How to defend Moab class balloons? Well, for NFE you can get a Jutsu for Moabs. If you send a BFB, you basically win, but you need 2 Jutsus and a Sabo. For ZOMGs, you want to make sure they are perma-Saboed. If not, you can still use Sabo glitch. You need 7 Jutsus. On some maps you will need more Jutsus. Or a boost. For DFA, you need 5 to 7 triple darts boosted for a Moab. For a BFB, just fan club. Now, to defend ZOMGs with DFA, before you start fan clubbing the ZOMG layer, you want to get up in ODS. You will buy the GZ for the BFB/Moab layers. You want to keep fan clubbing until the BFB pops / is almost pop. Make sure to put some darts in close, and the rest on first. Then, when you are ready, you can GZ. You should only need 1 GZ per ZOMG. Past round 30, if NFE sends ZOMGs, get up a Spectre and send back. Hey guys, this is Arnhay. Thanks for watching my video. If you enjoyed, please check out my other content. I'll be uploading part 2 of this in like 2 weeks. I'll be going on vacation, yay! Thanks for all the subscribers. I really appreciate it. Have a good day. Bye bye.